back to another episode. We are in sunny Mackay and we have loved every minute being here.
We've been able to do heaps of exploring, which you guys are going to check out in this episode, so we'll see you at the end of this episode. Alright guys, we made it. Alrighty, and just like that, we are all set up here in Mackay. We're staying at, what's it called, babe? Discovery Parks. Discovery Parks Mackay. So we're using our G'day Perks membership. That way we get a bit of a discount when you, I think it's 10% off. I think it's 10% off, just like the big four memberships in the NRMA. But yeah, we're here at Discovery Parks. We're here for 5 nights, which we're looking forward to. And we got set up just in time by the looks of it, because it looks like we might get a bit of a tropical shower. Now it's quite muggy and it's just starting to cool down just a little bit and it sees a little overcast, so I think we are going to get a bit of a shower. And then
there's a nice breeze though.
There is a nice breeze.
Yeah.
At least it's not hot, that's a good thing. Not too hot, I should say, like muggy and sweaty hot. And yeah, we're just going to go sit down now. We haven't eaten all day pretty much, so we're going to quickly have a bit of a feed and we're going to make a bit of a game plan for what we're going to do while we're here for the next few days or next 5 days, and go from there. But stay tuned guys, this is what's coming up. Breakwater, which is kind of like the breakwater, I guess you'd imagine. It's like down where the marina is, down here in Mackay, and
we're gonna go see there's
suss out a fishing
spots to fish.
Which, mate, already
looks good.
Mate, how good's that look? How cool's this one?
Back at the marina. We visited here yesterday afternoon just to suss it out, and Tom thinks that he's found some good fishing spots. So we're going to head down and we are going to try out a few spots. I'll quickly flip it so you can see where we are. And it's the best weather today as well. We've had a whole week in Yeppoon with wind and rain, but today we woke up our first morning in Mackay and it's so nice and sunny. It's so nice and warm.
It's beautiful.
So we're straight away, it's 8:30 out doing something in the weather.
We're getting the important things done, catching some dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it. Going for a fish.
That's right.
We are off to Mackay Showground because tonight they have, babe,
the night market.
The twilight markets. Yeah, so tomorrow morning we're going to get up and we're going to head nice and early to Cape Hillsborough National Park. They've got the kangaroos and the wallabies on the beach there, and also just some really cool walking trails through the national park. So we're looking forward to doing that tomorrow. So we thought tonight we'll go into Mackay and do the twilight markets. So that way we can get a bit of an experience of the market vibe here in Mackay, and we can go from there. So yeah, we'll take you guys with us for a bit of a trip through the markets and hopefully show you a few cool things. But yeah, that's our night tonight. Alrighty, well that's it. We are back in the car after being in the twilight markets here at Mackay. I'm not sure how often they are, but I think maybe every week. I'm not sure. But if you are wanting to go down and go check it out, $2 entry fee for adults. I think kids are free, obviously. And it was alright. It was a cool little market. We didn't end up buying anything, which, like Em just said before, we were just talking. She's like, "That's the first time I've ever been to a market and not bought anything." So
there was a lot of stuff there for kids. I think there's a lot of like crafty kind of stuff, but for kids, like kids blankets, kids toys, kids school stuff. They
also had like a lot of like the homemade kind of stuff. You know, people would obviously make stuff at home and
candles or blankets.
Yeah, that's right. Jewelry and the usual like plants and plant pots and stuff like that have been decorated now. But they also did have a few food trucks. So if you're looking just for a night out of town, you just want to get out and about and see a few things, have a cheap, easy feed.
They had a waffle food truck.
They had they had some live music playing too. So it was just a good vibe. It was nice just to go down there, check it all out. Spend an hour or so just walking around, and it wasn't too late of a night, which is good. And now we can continue back into town and hopefully find either a nice feed or we'll just go
something else to walk around.
Something else, and we'll go and kill some time. Like I said, we've got an early start in the morning, so we'll just play it by ear. But that's it for the twilight markets here in Mackay. Good morning, everyone. It is bright and early. Well, it's not bright. It's dark and early, I should say, and it's Em and I are heading to a place called Cape Hillsborough National Park. It's pretty well known for its kangaroos that come onto the beach. Early in the morning, I think they come out on the beach, they feed, and then as the sun's rising, and once the sun's risen, they take off back into the bush. So we're going to go check out the sunrise and hopefully see the kangaroos. And then around the national park, there's quite a few different bushwalks and viewpoints and lookouts. So we're going to go and spend some time there for the day. And so we'll touch base with you guys pretty soon. We're back.
We're back.
We're all ready for our
brighter out.
It is. We've just finished the, I guess you call it, sunrise kangaroo experience, and it was good. How cool was it? I didn't expect that many kangaroos.
It was funny because we were sitting in the dark and
like
couldn't
pitch
see
black.
anything. And there was only a few couples around there. All of a sudden, I kind of see these like little shadows, like kind of like right near us, just hopping. And we're like, that must be the kangaroos, and we had to put our camera on, like, what is it called, like a long exposure, like
so just like it seemed to brighten the shot up. So it
brightened the shot, and we could all see like these little figures that were all hanging around.
But then pretty quickly.
And then as soon as it was bright, we could see them. But
it seemed like every single person came out, and just about every single kangaroo came out. So it was really cool. There were heaps more kangaroos than I was expecting. And heaps more people than I was expecting. They did.
It is a Sunday. It's a Sunday morning during the school holidays. So.
But it was good. So now we finished that. We thought we'll get out nice and early, and we came up here nice and early. One, because we wanted to be here for sunrise and see the kangaroos, but also so we could get out and do some of the trails here. There's quite a few different trails, and they take a couple of hours to go and do them all. But we'll get out. The weather hasn't really, I don't know, there's a little bit of cloud cover. You can kind of see in the distance there, the sun's trying to peek through. It's got a really cool sun rays at the moment. But we figured by the time we get up on the top of the mountain and go for a bit of a walk, it should brighten up and it'll be a nice day. So we'll see you on the walk. Alright, we're about halfway through the walk here on the Andrews Point walk, and we've come to a bit of a crossroads, and we've actually got to a lookout called Twin Beaches Lookout. So it actually shows there's obviously one beach just down here, and we've got the beach just on our other shoulder here where we were seeing the kangaroos this morning. But you can see in the distance you've got a couple of islands. You've got Wedge Island, and I think it's called Orchid Rocks. There's a few guys fishing down there at the moment. But the cool thing is, on the low tide, it's high tide at the moment, or the tide's on its way up or down, I'm not sure, but it's quite full at the moment either way. And but on the low tide, there's actually a bit of a sandbar, and you can actually get across to Wedge Island and explore the island. And also Orchid Rocks, there's some cool rock pools. So if you manage to get here on a low tide, take advantage of that. get down to Wedge Island, go for a walk along the island there and along the sandbar. And if you can, jump in if the water's warm enough and you're feeling game enough, jump in the rock pools there. But yeah, first look out, and I'll tell you what, it's looking great. You can see the sun in the distance is just starting to poke its way through now, which is awesome. It's I'm sure once that sun gets up and starts cutting through the water, we're going to be able to see a lot more, and it's going to look a lot nicer. But yeah, Twin Beaches look out, guys. On to the next one. We spotted one turtle, guys.
We spotted the elusive turtle at Turtle Rock.
Turtle lookout, baby.
Turtle lookout.
Elusive turtle. You just can't see him.
There's another one.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You just can't see him on the GoPro. Alrighty, that was turtle lookout, guys. I was just telling everyone about the lookout. You spotted a few turtles.
Yeah.
Two small little ones. We don't know what type or anything, but yeah, they were tiny, and you can only just see them because they literally come up for a quick breath and then they head back down.
Yeah.
No, it was good. Alright, now on to Andrews Point lookout. Alright, well, we just went to the Andrews Point lookout, and unfortunately, it wasn't really much of a lookout, so we didn't bother staying there for too long. And we're now going to keep going down to Wedge Island lookout, which I've got a feeling this one's going to be the good one. We're up nice and high still. I think it's going to be nice. So, alright, I'll see you at that one. Alright, we're at the last lookout here, which is back at Wedge Island lookout, as you can see in the background. We've got Wedge Island there, Awkward Rock in the distance. I'm not sure if you can see in the vid, but you can just see there's a bit of a trail here, which would have been that sandbar that you can get across over to Wedge Island. So it's tide's obviously on its way down now because it's getting a lot shallower. You can see more of the sandbar, and you can see more of the rocks and stuff exposed along the island. So hopefully in the next couple of hours, whether we're here or not, you will be able to get across. And like I said, it looks like it's a pretty cool island to get out there and explore. And if you're lucky enough, you can get out over to some of the rock pools there in Orchard Rocks. Alright, just like that, we're back where we started.
We're finished.
We didn't realise it was a bit of a loop track. I thought it was, but you'd be an idiot to come here on a high tide and think it's a loop track, because you will not be able to get back. You'll be going back the other way because it's only a loop track on the low tide. So, alrighty, we are back in the car after our kangaroo experience, and we've done our walk, a bit of our walk trail. We did the Andrews Point walk, and it was good, wasn't it?
Good, yeah.
But yeah, that was it. It was a great experience. We'd highly recommend it. And now we're going to go find somewhere to go and get some breakfast and a nice cup of coffee or a nice cup of tea. Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you at the next spot, guys. Bye. All right, we were on our way to get something to eat, and we actually discovered this.
It's not a new day, I just changed outfit.
No, I know. Everyone's probably thinking, is she wearing different clothes? Yeah, she is. She got changed in the car. But we've actually come across this other place called the Diversity Boardwalk, and it looks like it's a cool little boardwalk. It's only 1.2k long, so it seems it says an hour, but it's not going to be an hour. And it says how hard. It says it's pretty easy. But yeah, we'll do this boardwalk. It looks like it's going to be a cool little. This is where we are back here. Sorry if you can't see in this map. So this is where we were this morning. We went on the main beach, and we've just done this big long walk. There is another one here. There's these with the Aboriginal fish traps and stuff down here, which we didn't do that one. And now we're just driven back up the road and we're going to go and do this one here, the diversity boardwalk. So, all right, let's go and check it out. All right, we are back at the start. How long did that take us?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, I reckon. And we weren't even like pushing it. We were just taking the time, walking through. It says an hour on there, but I mean, I think they always allow for like people that are walking backwards with their eyes closed as opposed to running or doing anything. So, but yeah, so that was it. The diversity boardwalk, cool little boardwalk. Wasn't a heck load to see. It was mainly just like thick, dense kind of like rainforest. And a cool little boardwalk, but it's nice. It was nice just to get out. Yeah. I guess they make it like that for people that just want to get out and do something and not have to walk too far, not have to have too much of an incline or anything like that compared to what we've just done on the Andrews Point lookout, or because that was quite a steep, and like you said, you wouldn't be able to do it.
A part of this wheelchair
yeah, there is like 300 metres, I think. The first 300 metres of this is wheelchair accessible, so you can actually do it with a wheelchair. You just kind of start, go up the loop, and then you get to a point where the boardwalk stops and you can just turn around and come back. But in saying that, if you got a stroller or anything like that, you could still do it, I reckon, with like a pram or whatnot. It's not too steep, it's nice and flat. And yeah, it was good fun. But now we're going to go find something for breakfast, because I think it's 10 to 9. I think the cafe that we want to go to opens at 9, and we are absolutely starving. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, we just found this cool little cafe and like restaurant. What's it called?
The Old Station Tea House.
Old Station Tea House, and by the looks of it, it used to be some kind of old railway station, and they've kind of like moved the building out here into the rainforest or something. Quirky little restaurant, and we're sitting in the like the outdoor section here, so it's kind of like a. But yeah, they've kind of just built this big deck amongst all the trees and that, and they seem to have like, it's a big property. They own like a big property here, and they've got this cool little kitchen and shop just inside here, which is cool.
Not a shop.
Not a shop, sorry. A kitchen and like a little restaurant where they sell like, coffees and cakes. And so we've ordered some scones for breakfast. So we'll have some nice homemade scones and a coffee and a tea. So we're just going to enjoy that here at this cool little tea house, and yeah.
So we just finished at the station.
The old station tea house.
And that was a cute little place.
It was.
It was
You would honestly, if you weren't looking for it, or you didn't like Google search or anything, like Google search like a cafe near here or whatever, you would literally drive straight past it. They had a simple little sign on the side of the road that just said like open. And then when you first drive in, it's kind of like, is this someone's house? Are we at the right place? Is it open or is it actually open? Has that sign been there for like months or? But it was nice. It was really cool.
It's got a really small menu of just a few like coffees, and it's a small menu of just a few like coffees,
cakes and coffees, and
I think they have like a small lunch menu, and I also think they do pizza there, maybe for dinner on some nights. But they're not open all week.
No, Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you are in the area, you go to Cape Hillsborough and you want to stop in for a coffee and a cake on your way back home, it opens at 9, closes at 3:30.
And yeah, I mean, I'm all for helping out little places like that. Like, we've taken the time out of our day to come up to Hillsborough or Cape Hillsborough from Mackay. It was about a 45-minute drive out of town this morning, and I thought, you know what, rather than packing like a lunch to come out, because we've got food in our camper trailer, which we bought food to be able to live off, but we thought, why not, when we come to places like this, these small little like beachside towns and then also the countryside towns, it's nothing better than kind of giving back to them. Because I mean, we had such an awesome experience just coming into the national park and checking out the kangaroos on the beach this morning and that, and I thought at least that we could do to like return that favour is maybe stop in at one of the small little cafes and buy a cake or buy a coffee and help them out in a way. So yeah, we did that, and it was a cool little quirky place. And that's, I feel like if you don't do that, or it's not until you do that, you don't actually get to really experience the cool little quirky parts of the small towns and that you go to. So yeah, I'm glad that we stopped into that. And who would have known that it was like an old railway station that they literally moved. They picked up the whole station and they like planted it out there in the rainforest. So when you rock up and you walk up into the building, like the actual building where the kitchen and all it is, it's still got the whole, all the the railway station kind of like signage and that on it. It's got that feel. When you look at the building, it's exactly like it would be a station. So, well, it's because it is. But no, it was really cool, and yeah, we had a great time there. But like Emma said, off to the markets now into the Seaforth, which we're literally about to rock up into now. So literally, there's only a few minutes down the road. Then the markets go for another couple of hours, so we'll check in with you soon. And yeah, we'll see you at the markets.
Okay, we're here. Well, guess what? It was the same market as last night.
Didn't I tell ya? I even said that to Emma. I think it was last night when I was like, hey, I'm sure the twilight markets here in Mackay are going to be just as much, if not the same, as the ones in Seaforth. She's like, no, these are the twilight ones, and the ones in Seaforth are meant to be like, there's going to be like 90 stalls there. It's going to be heaps bigger. And I was like, okay, we'll go check it out.
Why do I always get sucked in by the market?
Mate, I spotted like we got there within like a minute, and I spotted a shop and I was like, wait a second. I remember seeing that bloke there last night. And then little do we know, every second shop was like the same. So anyway,
we're checking out the beach.
We've done it. It killed us time for another 20 minutes or so, and yeah, I mean it brought us to this area. Don't get me wrong, Seaforth, the area looks beautiful. So we're going to walk down to the beach here, and they look like they have got like a swim net area if you're into that. Pretty amazing, looks like swim net section. And then yeah, we'll check out the beach. So, all right, stay tuned. So that's all we have for this episode, guys. We hope you've liked our time here in Mackay.
Stay tuned for our part 2 of what we get up to in Mackay.
See ya.